Hi guys, welcome back to another episode of the Kickoff Discussion podcast. Well, as you can see today, the whole thing is quite different, and today we are going to be discussing about Man United, their transfer, their transfer so far, the potential incoming and the already confirmed players that are already in United, as well as the new structures and plans, and as well we'll be talking about the preseasons and their injuries so far, because now the injuries is very important going to next season. So these are the things that we're going to be discussing. And today I have with me a wonderful brother of mine. Is a diehard Man United fan. He's a diehard Man United fan. Diehard United fan ever since I know him. So his name is Mr. Musabalaji Okpeyemi. Welcome to the channel.
Thank you. Thank you for having me here. I feel honored.
So let's get to it. United has already gotten Zirkzee and Yoro in for a fee around. They got Zirkzee around 40 million euros, and as well they got Yoro for around 60 million. What do you think about the transfer? Because for me personally, if you ask me, I would say Zirkzee, the price is right and is a good deal for Man United. But for Yoro, I'm quite skeptical because the guy is young. He's 18 years. He only played a season at the top level last season. So I don't think his transfer fee should be that high for me, because Real Madrid has already came in to sign him and they were not willing to pay more than 25 million euros. Yes. So what do you think? What are your thoughts about that?
About Joshua Zirkzee.
Yes, Joshua Zirkzee in particular first.
I think it's a good buy. It's a good buy.
I thought so.
It's a good buy. But about Yoro is also a good buy, but the money on Yoro was quite high. But I will be saying that it was like that because of Real Madrid. We all know who Real Madrid is. If they want to get someone, they will do everything possible to get that person. But the main issue that made them back off was that 62 million Man United placed on Yoro. If not, Madrid wouldn't have backed up. But about the guy, let me say, let's give him a chance.
Because I was kind of skeptical about the price as well, as I said earlier, because Jared Brightwaite of Everton, I was wondering why United didn't try and persuade Everton to get that, because that guy already have Premier League experience, and bringing in Yoro, I think from my own perspective, I think he may struggle a bit because it will take him some time before he adapts to the atmosphere at England. In England, sorry.
I would say that they both have similar
qualities.
Yes, similar qualities, because they are both young.
Right.
In Brightwaite is even more older than Yoro, but their qualities are of great level. Their playing pattern, their composure, their maturity in the game, they are well composed. At the back line, they are well composed. But let's give Yoro a chance.
Well, I agree with you. I agree because he's quite young and there's still plenty of room for him to improve.
Yes.
Now, moving on, the incoming players, Man United are looking to bring in Mazraoui from Bayern Munich, as well as his teammate Light. Bayern Munich plays around 50 million euros on the Light.
50 million, yes.
And Mazraoui, they plays around 21 million on him. So what do you think? Because for me personally, I think the Light, with the level of performance that he had at Bayern Munich last season, I think Man U should be careful with that price. That is what I think. That's my own opinion.
I will agree with you on that. But we both know that the Light is a wonderful player.
Agreed.
He's a strong central back. But the price, and we shouldn't forget that he's an injury proof.
Yes, that is the part why I said I'm skeptical, because
injury proof.
Let's flash back to when he was at Ajax. For me personally, ever since he left Ajax, he has not reached that level of performance he had for Ajax.
Yeah, because his performances at Juventus wasn't. We can't even compare that to his performances at Ajax. No.
course.
Let me say, after leaving Ajax, he dropped down a little. I don't know,
But
but he dropped.
I just don't know how Man United do their business. I think they pay too much for players, from my own perspective. I think
That is Manchester United.
because if you look at their payment for the transfer fee for Casemiro,
Yes.
is quite high. Is about 31 years when Man United got him,
Yes.
and they paid around 70 million pounds.
Yes.
This defender
Later.
that left Varane,
Varane, yes, the same thing.
they paid around 40 million pounds. He's also old as well.
Anthony,
They paid around 80 something million.
Sancho.
And Sancho, they paid 72. I know, for me personally, I think that Sancho, the price tag for Sancho, I don't think is quite high. But for me, what I just believe is that the qualities that Sancho have, he has not given Man United that. He has that quality, we know.
Let me see.
And we saw that when he was loaned to
Yeah.
Dortmund back to last January.
Let me tell you something about Sancho. Sancho is a player that he loves being himself on the pitch.
Okay.
Sancho doesn't like playing according to what the coach orders.
He doesn't like to be restricted.
No. He just, if you want Sancho to play his football, let Sancho be Sancho on the pitch.
Because I think that was what the Dortmund coach did for him.
His performances at Dortmund, just 6 months, he took them to the Champions League final.
Because he was instrumental. The performance. Before I was even questioning Eric Ten Hag.
As a coach.
Because I think Ten Hag's man management is not good enough for me. That's what I think about him. I think he's a good manager, but his man manager. His man management, I don't think he's good at that.
They don't give him good advices. To me, I would prefer Sancho to be Sancho in my team. No, don't be me. Don't play according to what I say you should at the training. No. Play your ball. That is what is affecting Rashford too. Rashford, the previous season before last season,
was
30 goals, 30
no competition.
Yes. So now we can't even say
he's just a shadow of himself.
That was last season's Rashford was just in a shadow of Rashford. That is not Rashford. Wow. That's not Rashford.
Well, I agree because like now, even this preseason, what I've watched him do so far, I've not seen that glimpse of brilliance that we used to see with Rashford. If Rashford is in possession of the ball and is facing a defender, you know, is either two things.
Yes.
Is that he put it on target, is that he score goal from that opportunity, or he provide a good pass,
yes,
a good goal scoring chance.
And Rashford against big teams,
you always deliver.
You will enjoy Rashford against big teams.
Well, I will agree with you on that. I will agree with you. And moving on, the outgoing player. Let's talk about Mason Greenwood because for me,
I feel like crying.
For me personally, Mason Greenwood, like, I think if he doesn't have that problem that he had with his then girlfriend, now his wife, I think if Man United, I think he will be at United. That's what I think because he is a consistent performer.
Yes.
And if he didn't have that problem, and maybe even if Man United decide to sell him, I think he will command around 70 to 80 million euros, yes, or 70 million pounds.
Yes, you are very correct. There's a saying that when a man is in his highest level of being everything he has ever dreamed of, the devil comes in. Wow. That's what happened to Greenwood. Because if we should look what happened, we shouldn't even go into it, but what happened was all his fault, and the case was dropped because a baby came in. Assuming there was not baby, there wasn't a baby in it, that case he would have been in jail by now.
I agree because England, they don't joke with that kind of case.
Yes.
Domestic violence is a very, very big case.
In a society whereby we value our women more than our men, no, that is a big case. But
for me, well, I'm just quite delighted that you were able to get something out of him because that loan at Getafe last season truly gave him a lifeline.
Yes.
And he made the best out of it.
I won't lie to you. It will be, if you take us more than 3 to 4 years to see someone like Greenwood.
I agree. I agree because he's an excellent player.
We can see players playing in that position, but players that can play like Greenwood, that will be very hard to see. The players will just be themselves, but they can't just be like Greenwood because Greenwood
Very dangerous on the ball.
Greenwood.
Very, very dangerous.
Whenever I see Greenwood with the ball, I do remember Van Persie.
Wow. Yes, agreed.
Very sharp. No. I miss him. Well, all the best to Greenwood. Wherever he is.
And again, we have McTominay is also a potential player to go. Eriksen, Wan-Bissaka, and Lindelof. For me, I think Lindelof, Wan-Bissaka, I would have said like Man United should keep him. I would have preferred that Man United keep him because why I said so is this: in England, a player that has that one-on-one quality, there's no player that has that one-on-one quality, man marking, one-on-one like Wan-Bissaka. Nobody.
You're correct.
Nobody.
Right.
That's why I would prefer Man United to keep him because it will be of great assistance to this current, because this situation now, if they are to let Wan-Bissaka leave this summer, I don't think they have that quality in all the players that are left. Lindelof is very good when he's on attacking transition, but defensively it's not as solid as Wan-Bissaka, I would say.
That's true. But Wan-Bissaka, let me say, the Wan-Bissaka we bought from
Crystal
Palace, yes. It's not the Wan-Bissaka
that you have now.
That we have now. Because the quality is then, the quality that he possesses then is not the quality he's possessing now.
Okay.
Because Wan-Bissaka has one goal last season. No, last 2 seasons.
Yes.
Yeah, he has a goal, if not against a big team also. But can you imagine being good at just one thing? And Man United is a club that loves players that are versatile in every aspect.
Well, that is, I think they are transitioning with their new plans. And
yes.
Well,
but Mazzaroni coming in for Wan-Bissaka, it's just like we signing a new Dalot. Because their playing pattern is the same. Mazzaroni is not good on one-on-one like Wan-Bissaka, but it's good on attacking. He brings the team together whenever he's attacking. But I miss Wan-Bissaka, but I think it's high time we get rid of him. Yeah, we get rid of him.
Well, as I said earlier, I just love Man U to keep him.
Nobody loves nobody. As a Man United fan, you miss Wan-Bissaka. You miss him, but I think we should move on. But he's on injury now, Sha. I don't think we'll be selling him anytime soon. Because last night, this morning, the match we played against Liverpool.
He sustained an
injury. So wow. I don't think a step injury is not that much.
That's serious. But maybe they've not released the full story about the injury.
They haven't.
Well, let's move on. And now that there's a new structure, because last season, My United fans were complaining, and I would say the team, they had their worst season in 50 or 60 years. They've never finished that low.
No,
they've never finished that low, and last season was a disaster. And in the process of changing things, they try as much as possible to bring in new structure, and part of the structure is the 2 new assistant coaches that they appointed, as well as new director of recruitment, which is in the name of Christopher Vevel, and as well Ruud van Nistelrooy joined as assistant coach, and they have Ren Hick as well.
Yes.
So what do you think? Because for me, I think it's necessary.
If we should look at it as a Manchester United fan, we have coaches before Ten Hag, and these same board members then brought in like 3 different coaches. But our performances of last season was not to be compared
to all the previous coaches before Ten Hag.
They were same board members were present. Everybody were present there because Mourinho complained about the board. um, Ragnick complained about
Complained.
it too, and Ole Solskjaer
Social.
complained too. The only time the improvement came in, which was this season because of the new takeover. Assuming there was no new takeover,
It will have been the
we'll be
same thing.
stuck in that same board. But I'm happy because the board knows what Manchester United needs. One, we signed the our CEO was from Manchester City. Then
Sir Jim Ratcliffe, like
yes,
now that I think what he's trying to do is just trying to restructure the whole thing.
yes, he's
the whole
trying.
thing.
He's trying. He's trying.
Because bringing in new assistant coaches and changing some board of directors and the likes like that, I think they will have fresh ideas. They will bring in fresh
Yes.
ideas.
And I'm happy because Van Nistelrooy coming in, which he was supposed to resume his work as a head coach at Burnley, but he honored our core. Yes, he will help us in the attacking role, giving them the rotation, the strikers or the wingers
They need.
they need. He will, and I know very well. I'm very sure about it that he will coach them well on that. And Haig,
Yes.
that man, when you are dealing with that man, you have to be very, very, very responsive to everything he's saying because he's a
He's
very
quite
strict
aggressive.
man. He's strict and aggressive man. He loves policy because he's a very, very, very political someone. I've gone through his previous coaching stuffs. He's a good guy too, but he's a strict man, very strict.
Well, I think that's what Manchester United at this point in time because things are not going well, and you need someone to come in and change this whole mess.
I'm happy.
But for me, like last season, I was kind of content when the board they were contemplating about sacking Ten Hag. I said personally, give Ten Hag some time because the last 2 seasons he came in the first season he won something
Yes.
and he made it top 4.
Yes.
And last season was just not good, so good. It wasn't good for him because
Yes.
there are lots of injuries.
Yes.
There are a lot of injuries.
Yeah.
So now the preseason that they've played so far, let me read it out so that I'll get your opinion about it. The first game they played against Rosenborg, they lost 1-0. They played against Rangers, they won 2-0.
Okay.
They lost 2-1 to Arsenal. The Arsenal game, some fans were they were kind of they were grumbling about the Jesus goal. They said it was an offside.
Yeah.
For me, personally, I'm an Arsenal fan, but I don't think that's an offside because we do not have VAR to confirm that, and that angle of camera we cannot justify whether it is an offside or not.
It is an offside, but I won't want to go into that.
Okay, let's move on. Real Betis, you won.
Yeah, 1.
3-2, and last night they lost 3-0 to Liverpool.
We all know Liverpool. We all know who Liverpool is.
But Liverpool played majority of their academy players, like let's say like around 70%.
And we played majority of our academy players too.
Well, I don't think so because like they have senior players. They have senior players in the team last night. So I don't think, but for me, the mess is still there.
The mess is still there. We need to just structurize. We need a solid
Defense.
a solid one because
But Euro now is injured.
Yoro is injured. Then that means we just need to go back into the market. Thank God the window is still open.
Because Euro is still injured. He played only 1 game and is out 3 months injury.
That was the second game against Arsenal.
Second game. Second game. Wow. But for me personally, I think the injuries. I hope what happened last season did not repeat itself because right now, Højlund is also out for 6 weeks.
We have a replacement.
Zirkzee.
Yes.
Okay, I agree. But what about Lenny Yoro? Because now Lisandro Martinez is not around, which we know that is a solid defender for Man United.
Yes.
Johnny Evans is already he has passed his prime.
He's a backup.
He's a backup.
He's a backup.
But that backup, I think Man United you just need to do something about it because
It's not our second backup, maybe the third.
we are Maguire. I don't think he played last night.
Maguire,
You have Maguire and as well
we have Lindelof,
Lindelof,
yes, and we have
Luke Shaw.
Luke Shaw.
All of them they are Luke Shaw, Maguire and Luke Shaw, Maguire
Martinez.
and Martinez. They are still on break.
Yes,
They are yet to resume. And as well, your midfielder, what's his name?
Bruno, he just came in last week.
He came in last week. I think he resumed early because he's not supposed to resume yet.
Yes. Even Garnacho and Dalot came in with our second keeper too. This Turkey guy, this Turkish keeper, he came in too last week.
So, I think things are looking well for Man United. But for me, I don't think that defense, because now you are playing Community Shield next week. I don't think that defense is solid enough. But by then, I think Maguire and the rest will have resumed with the team. Because I think that is because it's a very important game, and they should. I think by tomorrow, which is Monday, I think all of them should have resumed.
Right. Yes, I believe so.
So for me personally, I don't think the defense is solid enough to play against Man City because I think I will not judge based on precision, because precision is just to test what works and what doesn't work. The abilities of the players
and prepare them towards
the beginning of the season.
So me, I would say that the issue with Manchester United is, you said they are going well, but I won't say well because they are not quite well, not even good enough. They are far from being good enough. Because if we should check it, the issue is not even about the defense, the midfield, even the attacking players. They lost chances against Liverpool. Some big chances.
I agree with you.
So everything needs to be structurized.
But they just need to be clinical enough.
Yes.
When they are in the final third, because bringing in Zirkzee and with Højlund, and I think if Højlund comes back, I think Zirkzee, the way I see him, the way he plays, if he's the top 9, he drops in deep to receive the ball.
And
if Man United are to take advantage of that, I think it will be a good advantage for Højlund, because if Zirkzee drops in to receive the ball in the midfield, that frees up some space for Højlund to attack, and there will be enough space for him to explore in the final third. And he can do a turn on. If he receives the ball on a half turn, he can face the opener and put Højlund in a good scoring position.
That's the main reason why we got Zirkzee. We know what he can do. We know his abilities. We know he can play a top 9. He can play a first 9. He can also play wing.
Well, I think that it's a good deal for Man United, because
it's a good buy.
With that price, I think it's a steal.
Yeah.
I think it's a steal, because if Joshua Zirkzee is with any of this Premier League team, for me personally, because I think the Premier League team, especially the small teams, they overvalue their players, in the sense that whenever they see big teams coming for their players, they always put in a huge price on them, which I think there should be a discussion about it, because that is not good enough from my own perspective.
Yes, and I think they should discuss about it, because they are seeing like an opportunity for them to just, I don't know,
explore, to just extort the big teams.
Whenever Manchester United, City, Chelsea, Arsenal, or Manchester United is going for a player, the average teams, they see like a huge opportunity for them, because they know that this is what we can achieve in this league. We can't compete for any cup or.
But on another note, I think it will be fair on their side as well, because they know, because they are coming for one of their good players.
That's the only way they can generate money for themselves.
Well, for me, I won't blame them. Of course, I won't blame them, because they know for sure that if you come for their best players, they need to get as much money as possible from you, because they know that whenever this player is out of their team, they will suffer for it. So they will get that big money from the big team, so that they will be able to
even players with no major trophies.
But it is a big player for them because they know for you to have
Yeah,
see
yeah,
that
yeah,
player
yeah,
as
yeah,
a
that-
potential.
But there's still a but. The money is much. They should reduce it.
Well, I agree with you on that. I agree with you on that.
Because
But on the better note, but
we have
I just think that
we
that
have rules. We have rules. We can't exceed our limits
in the Premier League,
yes, because
that
we are
PSR rule
avoiding
is there.
their yes, so
PSR rule is
we
there.
are avoiding anything that has to do with them because Man City cases are still there. They haven't even resolved any yet.
Well, I agree with you on that. Well, thank you so much for your time, and well, that will be all for this video. If you want to be on any episode, you can draw. I will add my email to this to the description in this video. You can hit me up and we can work things out. Well, thank you very much for your support. If you are new, please kindly like, share, and subscribe. And if you are already, please kindly smash the like button to support me. I will see you in another episode to discuss about other teams. If you are Chelsea fan, Arsenal fan, Manchester City fan, hit me up and let's discuss.
Barca
Thank you,
Madrid.
Barca and Real Madrid. The new season is coming.
Please
Let's do the review.
don't
about
come
this
here to banter each other. Oh. Come here to just talk about your club. But if you are here to banter, no problem. We have episodes for that too.
No problem. Well, I will see you in another episode and bye for now.
Thank you.